Welcome to Distortive Frequencies. My name is Kaylin, and today I'm joined by MARiMAri.
Hello, MARiMAri, and I make hyperpop alternative music based in the UK, specifically in Liverpool up north.
How would you describe your music to somebody who might have not listened to it before?
I would describe it as definitely like maximalist, very girly. It feels very sparkly, glittery, but also with a bit of an edge. And yeah, it just kind of touches on topics about femininity and like identity a lot of the time. But yeah, it's just angsty, girly music.
It's great to see that you've put your own spin onto like what hyperpop is. It's nice to see a more alternative version, and it's nice to see all the alternative girlies coming together. What musician has inspired your music the most? Who would you say is your go-to musician when you're creating music?
Creating music, I'd definitely say obviously Charlie, but a lot of her earliest records. And I don't know if you know Paul Robinson, he's a huge inspiration. Um, and also recently Kim Petras's new stuff. She's gone like kind of Europop EDM, which I'm really into at the moment. It's something that I kind of want to explore going forward. Also, in general, like I love Hayley Williams from Paramore, and even though her music doesn't directly influence my music, I feel like it influences the way that I see writing, and her stage presence is just insane. Like the way she moves on stage and she can like really like put together a show is kind of how I get inspired by her personally. But yeah.
It's nice to see you take a lot of inspiration from other artists, especially since, as you said, Hayley Williams, like she has been in the game for a very long time, and to see up and coming artists really like giving credit is just so nice. And it's nice to see that in your music you can really see the influences from other artists and see how inspired you've been. And I think that's absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much for sure. Yeah, like I really enjoy taking inspiration both aesthetically and like sonically, but from different areas. Like I'd always want to be stay true to myself and like the people that I grew up listening to, but kind of taking little pieces from everyone, and that's kind of what makes me me. Because I'm just a fangirl at the end of the day.
And yeah, that's the thing. Like, you never know where your music is going to go. Like, it can go from one day just writing songs in your bedroom to then all of a sudden blowing up on social media, and you're like, hold on a second, I'm just a girl. I'm just a fangirl since that writing these songs in my bedroom. What do you mean that other people are listening to my music?
Exactly. Yeah, it's so funny because I obviously grew up with having, I mean, this is not my room, but I've got loads of posters up. I had this huge, like, self-titled Paramore poster over that like watched me sleep when I was like 12. And it's really nice seeing that people are buying, the posters that I've made or like t-shirts and putting them up, and like that's kind of part of their space. Like I feel like that's something where I'm like, oh my God, pinch me, because that's me, that's still me. So yeah, definitely.
It must be so inspiring though, because as kids, we all grow up, we all have our favorite musicians on a wall, and then just to see everyone having your posters on their walls and being like, "That's the experience I had growing up. What do you mean other people is doing this?" Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's a crazy experience.
for sure. Yeah, no, it's yeah, definitely.
So, as an artist, what would you say is the most rewarding experience you've had as a musician?
I'd say, I mean, kind of the obvious one on like right now is I supported Ali X last month, and that was like really rewarding because again, I grew up listening to Ali, and just being trusted to play like a like thousand cap venue was really surreal for a small artist. And I was lucky to have the opportunity because it was in my local scene and area, and yeah, I really have learned a lot from that. So that was really rewarding. But also, I think writing and putting out my last EP, Make Out City, was rewarding because I, when I was putting it together, I didn't really see it too much as like a cohesive EP where there was a storyline. they were like songs that all had their own identity. But I think when I put them together, I was like, oh my God, this all fits in a space, a city, a makeout city. And that was really satisfying. So yeah, I think that's probably been one of my highlights as well.
Definitely. And the Makeout City EP is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. It's a personal favorite of mine. And
Thank
I've been
you.
listening to it a lot recently. And I feel like an album sometimes just like an EP or an album just doesn't need to have a storyline. It all just comes together. And I feel like with your EP specifically, every song has its own identity. And in the real world, everyone as a person has their own identity. And we all get to know each other. And it's like the songs are getting to know each other, the fans are getting to know your music. And I think it's great. I feel like the storyline itself is that it's allowed, everyone's allowed their own identity, each song's allowed their own identity. And I think it's great.
Yeah, definitely. I completely like agree with that, and I see all the songs as colors, which is what I was gonna get onto. Like they all have their own kind of color palette and their own personality. Like Hot Topics to me is like hot pink, and then Chromie Kiss is more like blues or purples. And I don't know, Me in the Mirror feels almost like again like a lighter shade of pink. It feels more vulnerable. Um, and yeah, altogether it's kind of summed up my like going from like teenhood to adulthood. So I think, yeah, it's just funny how it all comes together really at the end.
Self-expression you can see throughout the different music videos and the different singles. It's just great. And I feel like that's what a lot of your fans are able to connect to.
Yeah, definitely. I think with it being kind of, I feel like a lot of my fans are more like young, I wouldn't say younger, but like 16, 17, 18. Like I'm 22 now, but like I feel like I'm kind of watching almost them go through similar experiences and like moving away, going to uni. Like I feel like that was such a big step in my kind of healing journey. So yeah, definitely I really feel that.
It's just great to be able to build a community. I mean, the Mari Nation is great. And I've been seeing like your shows recently and all the fans being able to connect with you. And it's just great being able to see that connection. And you've built your fan base so quickly. And it's been so nice to see how easy they've been able to connect with you and your music, which is just great because that doesn't come easily to some people. And it's great that that's come so naturally.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I think that, everyone is just like the sweetest ever. Everyone's so creative, and I feel like I bounce off other people's creativity. I've got a little show and tell that I can do because I just saw this on the side.
Oh, yes,
Um,
seen this.
so cute. It's like stuff like this where I'm just like, I feel so inspired by people's creativity, and I wish I could bring out like all the gifts and that people have really kindly made because I'm moving house right now, so I don't have anything on me. They're all in boxes, safely tucked away. But I just feel like because everyone's so creative, it feels like such a lovely community where everyone can express themselves and I just kind of love to be a part of it. Like I do feel like I'm a part of it. Like so it's yeah, it's so nice and I I love so many different types of art, not just music. I love sewing, I love crocheting recently. I've started crocheting. And yeah, just doing like collages and different types of art. It's so lovely. So yeah.
I saw your video recently where you was trying to recreate a top from Urban Outfitters and you got it from a
Yeah,
charity shop and you like reworked it and it looked absolutely amazing. And I just
thank
wanted to like quickly ask, do you sometimes like to make your own stage outfits? Is that something you enjoy doing?
Yeah, yeah, definitely something that I did more earlier on, just because I had more time on my hands. Now I'm a bit busier, definitely. But I love sewing and design. It's definitely been a big part of like my creative process. Like my grandma was a seamstress, so it's kind of in the family, really. And so this I'm actually gonna bring this back up. This top, you can't really see it, or maybe there. It's like a little two-piece set that I made for a show that I've like obviously used in the music video as well. And yeah, I'd say half my shows I've kind of made something for it. Definitely, it's something that I use in like live setting, like studio photo shoots. I love to DIY.
And I think that's great because it just shows your personality. And I mean, like, your style is absolutely amazing. And I feel like a lot of your fans are inspired by it and they love the way you dress. And I think it's just so unique how people are able to express themselves through their clothing. And I just think it's great that that's something you're able to do when you've got the time. Going back to your fans, obviously, it must be so cool to get to see how they interpret your art and your
Yeah,
visuals because you can really see it through the fan art they make. And I've seen a lot of your fans on social media posting about the fan art they've made for you, and it's just great because that must be inspiring because you can take from their art and basically be like, this is really cool, this has really inspired me, and I can go on to make something quite similar and really like be inspired with my creative process.
for sure. Yeah, I always think that my probably my main inspiration are my fans, and I always want to work really closely to them as well because I know a lot of them are aspiring creatives, and I want to uplift other creatives as well. So for example, for my merch that I had my first t-shirt design, and that was done by a lovely fan of mine in Germany. And I just reached out to her because I loved the art that she did. It's very like, anime inspired, and so kind of the stuff that I was looking for. And then we just put together the t-shirt together, and I always want to keep it kind of in-house. And there are new t-shirts on the way for the new design done by another fan. So I'm really excited for everyone to see those. So yeah,
Yeah, of course. And everyone should definitely stay tuned. And if you're going to the tour, you should definitely go and buy them. It's really great to be able to support smaller creators and be able to spotlight them and showcase their art.
definitely.
Going on to the Makeout City tour, I can see you're touring the UK very, very soon. That feel being able to do your first, well, I say first, but like one of your biggest headline tours of your career.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's happening in, I want to say, is it in 4 weeks exactly? Oh my God, I'm scared. No, I'm joking. I'm excited. I'm a bit of a, I love planning. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with like I'm my own kind of I don't have managers, I'm my own manager. And so putting this together, it was all done by like myself and working with like local promoters. And I'm just so excited to be able to like do it night after night. Um, Especially the first two, because that's going from London up to Manchester. And I've got actually a meeting straight after this to do kind of some set design bits, some portable set designs because I'm not dragging a huge piece of wood across the UK. But like I'm looking at draping and having not just walking into the venues and playing, but like kind of customizing those spaces as well to make sure that people are getting the full experience. They're not just coming for like a gig, it feels more like a show. So I'm really excited, and to be able to play like because a lot of my songs are short, but I can put together a basically do all my songs, and add new music covers, and just kind of being able to take the space to breathe between sections as well. A lot of the time when it's like a half an hour set, I kind of feel like I'm going like go 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 like song after another, try and cram it in. But this time I can kind of play everything but breathe in between, and I'm doing like some soundscape, like sound design for some like a halftime kind of moment. I'm giving too much away, but like I don't care. I'm excited.
It's like it's like theater. It's like an experience. You go to the show and you don't know what you're going to expect, and you go through the process of the show, and it's like, okay, you got the introduction. My favorite artist is about to come on stage, and like you're like, what's next? What's going to happen next? And you're leaving everyone like enticed. Like they're like, What am I gonna see? Like, what am I gonna hear?" And like it's like your senses. You got your visuals, you got your sounds, and they're just going to be excited as you are. And I think that's great. And I feel like it's such an immersive experience. And I feel
Mhm.
like your fans are just gonna absolutely love this tour, especially since a lot of fans are probably not expecting as much, especially
Yeah,
with smaller artists. I think they're like, maybe it's just gonna be like every other like normal
yeah,
gig. Like they'll probably sing their favorite songs and then covers. But I love that you're really thinking about the experience itself, especially since your fans are very creative and you really want to show the creative side to your music. So I think it's
yeah.
you thought about those things.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really kind of inspired by like say like drag. I love drag. I go to drag con. Like I love RuPaul Drag Race and local queens as well. And I just think the way that they see performance is like they do everything like so. I know it's probably where the design thing comes from, but like I love how they're so what's the word? Like all rounded. And I kind of want to take a piece of that into pop music and insert it. And I mean, queens like Chapel Roan, and she's really inspired by Sasha Colby. And I just think that's so like relevant in pop music. It always has been, but it's kind of becoming more at the forefront now, which I'm excited to kind of be a part of as well as someone that is really inspired by drag.
And I just think it's great. Like drag is so inspirational because it feels like anyone who does drag can pretty much do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So coming towards our last question, what would you like your fans to take away from your music?
Just say like be weird, be yourself, be like a bit of like a kooky girl, like I don't know. I would just say like I like kind of grew up hiding that super expressive side of me, like always was shy to post on social media and get my art out there up until I met the right people. And I think that moving to a new city, finding my best friends now that I get to work with has just allowed me to be myself. And I think that just let yourself be free and live in a space where like your art can blossom. And I get to do that now. So I really want everyone to kind of like be themselves. That's cliche, but like be weird. I don't know. Yeah.
Because it's really important that you're able to live your life authentically. And
Yeah.
I think that's a really good piece of advice for your fans.
Yeah, I think so. I think the right people let you be yourself. So yeah, definitely find those people.
Well, it was really nice to get to speak to you today, and I feel like everyone will really appreciate this. And if you're still watching, don't forget to get your tickets for the Makeout City tour. There's still time left. There's
There
still
is still time left, selling quick, but still time left.
It was great to get to speak to you, and I
Thank
hope
you.
you have a lovely day. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.